Good evening. I do better this way. I need my hands to talk. I pastored a church for 20 years, and at about the 4 or 5 year mark, found myself not sure if I was doing it right, and not sure who to ask. And I made a decision before God, said, God, if I ever learn anything and ever have the opportunity to help a pastor in any way, I want to do that. I want to do that. And so I pastored, and he used to talk to my pastor about it. He told me to get some gray hair first, and I got gray hair. I just dye it. Hey, women have been doing it for years. We felt led to turn over our church of just about 20 years that we pioneered and pastored 3 years ago. And I was fortunate to make the acquaintance of Bill Fillmore, and ultimately Dick Germain was introduced to Barnabas ministry. And it doesn't take long of knowing Dick before the passion just starts to flow out of him, and you begin to hear about his love for pastors and what God is doing and what God's going to do and what he wants to do, and he's just so exuberant, he's so full of life, and it gets all over you, doesn't it? That's why you're here. And I said, man, this man's been doing this for so long. Now I'm almost 57 years old, and I was thinking, I'm getting a little tired, and maybe I should be looking at what retirement looks like. And I went home after we had dinner with Dick and Jay on Naples, Florida last year, and said, man, he has every right to say I've done it, and yet he just keeps going. And I went home and I was convicted, and I wanted to be connected to something that was so life-giving. And I came back up here. He invited me. He was here in April, I believe, and began to meet some people. I met Chris and Lisa and met a few others. And what I really loved about Barnabas Ministries and the pastors that were connected to Barnabas Ministries and everybody on the team, they're real people. It wasn't dead religion. It was real people willing to be themselves, be real people. I like crazy Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, me too.
And you know, for so many pastors, I've been part of a group of pastors, and I've been blessed to be part of a group for 21 years, the same group. We were thinner, we didn't have to dye our hair. And but when you're in a place where pastors can be transparent, sometimes we begin to believe who the people want us to be and expect us to be. And we get up every Sunday and people look at us like we got it all together. And when we look in the mirror, we know who we are. But if we're not careful, we begin to believe the expectations that people put on us, and it puts a lot of pressure. And so to be part of a group, a John 17:23 group, where you can just be Tony, where you can just be Bill or Frank or whatever your name is, and you don't have to put on for anyone, and you can say it hurts. I want to risk something, but I won't, because I'll get my hand slapped. But I found that pastors get frustrated, disappointed, discouraged, and yet they're men of faith. And I'm reminded of the prophet Elijah said, God, if you love me, kill me. We sometimes feel like that, and yet we're men of faith, we're women of faith, we're people of God. Sometimes we just need someone to hear us and someone to be there. Over the last year, we have started last year we started two John 17 groups, and they each have 6 pastors in them, and they're going well. But I have something else that's been on my heart, and I'm proud to say in July, kind of thanks to Lisa, indirectly, we started the first group for pastors' wives. And I don't even understand why I have such a burden for pastors' wives. I know pastors are people too, but pastors' wives, sometimes they don't have anyone to talk to. Pastors get to vent, we get to go out, we play golf, we talk, we at least share. And my wife didn't always have someone. And sometimes it's not problems, it's just you want to talk to somebody who knows what you've been through. So I'm praying hard, New England. I'm praying hard that there's pastors or spouses. I know there's some female pastors, women pastors who have spouses, but we can't forget those that are connected because we're one. We are one, and the whole family is called by God. And so my prayer is that God does something unique in Barnabas Ministries with the whole family. I'm proud to be part of Barnabas Ministries, proud to be affiliated with Dick Germain, and over the last couple of days we've prayed, we've told our story, and we've heard the stories of others, and there's something about you get into the Germain household and everybody you meet there is like family within 10 minutes. And you feel like you've known them forever. And Dick and Jay are just proud to be people of God and unashamed of what they do. And Dick's not a bad shot either. Oh, I can't tell that. But in the last minute that I have, I know you're here because somewhere in you is a heart for this ministry. I'm going to ask you to commit just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. If we all do a little bit more, they'll add up, and a lot more people, a lot more pastors, a lot more ministries, a lot more churches. As Dick shares, as all of us who are caregivers to pastors know, when you help a pastor, you help a lot of people. And I say it this way for generations to come, because you infect a family, a community, and it's just a networking that continues. So pray about doing more. Pray about giving God the very best you can in relationship to this ministry. May God bless you, and I'm just proud to be part of this team. Thank you.